So it's crazy to say this, but our company, Aira, actually started because of a tiny cat that was about to die in the streets of Bali. And let me tell you the story. So that day I was driving my bike. I was coming back from a weekend getaway and I was driving. It was pouring rain. And I remember seeing in the middle of the street a tiny little kitten and a car that was just stopped in front of her. She almost got hit by the car. And I remember screaming like, no! And so I stopped my bike and I just took her with me because I couldn't just let her be there. She was really, really small. And honestly, if I didn't find her that day, she would have probably died. And so I took her to the vet and got her some food, and I went back home. And at that time, I was living in a small guest house in Canggu, and basically everyone knew everyone. So when I came with the small kitten, it was like the big news. Everyone started to just look at her, and there was this guy that just moved into the guest house maybe 2 weeks prior to that. His name is Tom. And turns out he started taking care of her as much as I did. So he was going to the pet shop and he was giving her little toys, some food. We had to get her some milk as well because she was very, very tiny and very weak. So we kind of like both of us starting to take care of her basically because turns out we both really love cats actually, and there was also a lot of other cats in the guest house, so it was a very like pet friendly environment. So basically Tom started to fall in love with Nala, and it turns out we just shared custody of the cat. So I was kind of like the mom and he was the dad, and we kind of like bonded over just taking care of our cats. And at first I was looking for a family to take care of her because I was leaving Bali in the next 2 weeks, and I think he just fell in love with her and he decided to keep her. So that's how we met, me and my business partner. But at the time it was just friendship. And so right before I left Bali, he invited me to a villa party that was hosted by his friend Momen. So I went there and I met Momen. And so I just asked him like, oh, what do you do, like what's your job? And he told me that he was doing e-commerce, and turns out I was actually working on my own project at that time. My idea was to sell Korean skincare onto the French markets, and I was like, oh, I'm also into e-commerce. I really want to get into it, but I just don't know how. But nothing really came out of that conversation. It was way later that after I left Bali and I kept on talking with Tom, like he was sharing updates about my cat Nala, and we were kind of like chatting every day. And I don't remember exactly how it happened, but somehow we realized